game has messed up the pitch a bit more. Thankfully, the women's are not as heavy, so they've not turned it up so much. But it will be interesting to see which side adapts the quickest to the condition and makes the most out of this game.
I know we'll address the lineup issues as soon as possible, but I want to bring out this key question right now. Robert Seguria has made the tough choice and he has put Philip Okorachi on the wing and he has given the 15th jersey to Adrian Casito. In your opinion, Helen, what do you think is going to change about the play for Uganda? We hardly see Philip in the 14th jersey. Now it's going to be first time his home is Chadano Rugby Club, and we're going to see him donning the 14th jersey on the wing, and someone we're not used to familiar at the 15th jersey is going to take the position. What do you have to say going into Uganda? What are our chances? Take into account Philip is that key player we rely on from the back.
I think the coach made that decision because he wanted to accommodate both players on pitch at the same time. Casito would be strongest coming in from the back. He has an eye for the gaps. He can see spaces, create spaces, so it's a lot easier for him to operate from the back than as opposed to the wing. He can get involved in the game. Whereas Philip, he's bigger, and so if he's cut off on the wing, he can easily cut inside and use his size to set up the ball. So I guess that's what the coach is looking at. He wants to have a lethal combination there at the back. You have Masendi, who is a very strong tackler on the other wing, and he's got pace as well. So it'll be very interesting to see how the team responds to Casito creating and how Philip can link up with him, because he's lethal from anywhere. You can throw him in at flank and he'll still be a nuisance on the pitch. So I believe it was solid to accommodate Casito, and I believe it will pay off. It will pay off for you.
Just a quick question, Helen. How do you think, what do you make of Philip's tackling offense?
His tackling is not the strongest. That one I will admit, yes. It is not the strongest. Whereas Casito is a very, very solid tackler. He's very solid. Yeah. And then of course you have Ivan Magomu coming in at 10. So he has that X factor, and when switched on, he can really, take the team forward. So we just have to hope today is the day where Ivan is switched on and ready to operate.
Another thing, I know we're focusing too much on Uganda, but it's the home side. We'll come to Kolo in a minute. But I want to ask you something else. Kolo, you're very much familiar with the play of Michael Okorachi. Today he's going to play in an uncharacteristic position, number 12, to accommodate the young player Ian Munyani. What do you have to say Kenya's chances are going in, knowing that Okorachi is at 12 and yet is a very strong ball carrier?
I think Michael being a number 12 is equally very, very dangerous. He's a very good ball carrier. He's good on defense. And looking at his opposite number 12, I think that's a very good move by Sogi to play him at number 12.
It will be an interesting matchup, especially since that move was made also because Tyus got injured in the 7th last weekend. He's not at 100%. So at least you have a strong tackler in Michael closing down that channel.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Kolo, coming to Kenya side, we realize that the coach has managed to bring in Andrew Omonde, a fixture in the 7th squad for Shuja. We see him every day on the 7th circuit playing. And then Billy Odhiambo had a good game in the game in Kisumu. And now we have Jacob Oje, who captained the 7th squad. Now he's back in the 14th jersey, and taking into account that he'll be facing off with rather inexperienced Robert Masendi. What do you have to say about your chances on the wing?
I think we have very good wingers, especially Jacob Oje. He's a natural finisher. He can finish off the slightest of the tiniest of chances that he gets. So I think the coach knows and knows that Jacob is very, very, very vital to us get, because in Kisumu we got overlaps, but we didn't have the correct or the right type of player, profile player to finish off, who is as much lethal as Jacob was.
We'll take the camera to Michael Okorachi celebrating 100 games at Chadano Rugby Club. A huge achievement for a player of his stature. He's captain of the Uganda 7th squad and is a a leader in this squad and where he plays this club rugby for Leaders Rugby Club. Uganda's chances of winning this game strongly rely on his prowess and ability to match up their opponents and kill the game at the start. As you see the teams coming on the pitch, we want you to address your flyer, Charles Cooker. He's a very rare player. We haven't heard about him. What do you have to say? Uganda has been known to suffer from native civilians. What do you have to say about Charles Cooker?
What I can say, it's going to be an interesting afternoon for the young flyer.
Okay.
This is his second game at this level, and I think and I believe that he will have a good afternoon with him.
Well, he has Samson or someone near him, so I think the experience of Samson will come to play.
He will actually really help him.
As you see the teams lining up on the pitch, we have Kenya in red, and we have Uganda in black. They say Kenya Tuko, and Uganda they say Tuli Maje. So let's wait and see what action is going to be brought for us here. Elgon Cup, second leg.
Game on.
Game on at Chandondo. Uganda leads by 3 points. And I'll see the Kenyan coaching staff and the Ugandan squad on the pitch. And we notice some changes in the lineup. We'll bring them to you. The changes of the lineup, but we are seeing some interesting selections. It seems the coaches are not sticking to the script. They're changing their players at the last minute. I think it's a little bit of mind games to play, taking into account the margin of 3 points that is on play at the moment.
And then the match, the referee Stradberry is an experienced referee. He does his super rugby.
He is a super rugby referee, yes.
Also does test matches.
So I think taking into account the weather conditions, the breakdown is going to be key. And I think Scott Berry is strict on the breakdown and the offside line. So both teams have to maintain discipline, taking into account the margin of 3 points on the line. The teams are exchanging pleasantries with management from Kenya Rugby Union as well from Uganda Rugby Union. The Kenya team.
That's the chairman of Kenya Rugby Union, president of Kenya Rugby Union.
Yeah.
Gangla, Odor Gangla. Okay.
Is alongside the vice president of Rugby Afrique, Andrew Ward. We beat Kenya for that. I think we could beat Kenya here on the pitch as well.
In the boardroom along the way.
In the current rugby,
Very heated.
Rugby Union President Uganda, Godwin Karango. They exchange pleasantries with the referee and they're going to the Uganda side. Kolo, coming to you, Kenya is always the favorite in Elgon Cup. How do you feel coming into this game? Don't you feel like underdogs taking to
exactly.
on them and the lead is with Uganda?
Yes. We feel that you are the underdogs today because we lost in Kisumu. Again, the squad does little to actually put out a strong case. So I think we're getting into this game slightly as underdogs, but you never know what underdogs do. You've seen what Madagascar have been doing in teams in
AFCON,
in Egypt.
Now, Helen, this way I address you. A team that takes a lead from Kenya may be a little complacent in decision making and play. What would you advise the Uganda rugby players at this moment to keep intact as they go into this final stretch of 80 minutes?
Use our forwards. We've got good, strong forwards. We tend to dominate the Kenyans in that area. So I think, especially with the conditions on pitch, we shouldn't get excited. Let's use our forwards, set it up, and if the overlaps do come, that's when we move it out wide so that we can have our dangerous runners such as Philip and Casito setting Chandondo alight. Otherwise, today it's all about the forwards. We
expect a very good game of rugby today. The officials have exchanged pleasantries, and now we're going for the national anthems.
We respect.
This thing scares me. I can't stand it.
but just so that make sure everything the way they have, then we'll see that there have been the changes here sometimes. National anthems from both squads. Now we're going to bring the team news for today. Starting with Kenya Simbas, we have Oscar Simiu, Tommy Francom, and Melvin Tariu in the front row. The second row, we have Malcolm Osando and Simon Muniafu. The back row has experienced Andrew Monde together with Akui Monote and Musani Elkens. For the backs, we have Samson Onsomu and Charles Cooker, Billy Odhiambo, Jacob Oje and Odhiambo to the back three, and the center pairing of Johnston Mangao and Peter Kilonzo. We have a moment of silence. Whistle to whistle, wait for the referee to go. From the Kenya news, now we move to the Uganda team news. We have the front row of Santos centers, Ronald Kanyanya and Asuman Mugiwa. Second row of Charles Uhuru and Robert Asiku, Michael Chokasawa and Elpias Omong. The halfback pairing of Aaron Oforio and Ivan Magombe turning. We have center pairing of Michael Okoracha and Ian Munyani. And then the back three, the wingers, the men of speed, Robert Mathen, Philip Okoracha and Adrian Kasitu. From communication from the team desk of Uganda, we realized that Pius Ogena is going to be having the 6th jersey, Bland State Frank. And we have routine position of outside sector.
So Pius Ogena has gone back to his original position as a backer, and which is good news for us because he's very, very effective there, and it makes up for losing on Oketayot.
And kickoff already, and then Kenya. That is okay. Munati taking the ball in. Distribution from Kenya, building the phases. And they get to the 10-meter line. Box kick loading. Play. Goes for the box kick. Robert Masindi fields. What can he do? Big tackle in the middle of play. Aaron Ofoyo picking the ball from the base of the rack. Long pass to Philip. Okorac. First strike of the game. The rock.
Huge screams greeted Philip's trademark show and step and go. Seeing a lot more of that today.
Up in the crane again.
Yeah, I feel he should have held that, set up the rock because he had arriving players.
We expected that from Philip anyway.
Yeah.
That wicked step.
Yes.
I think the Philip, the default tackle routine is tackle whether he passes or not. Let's tackle it.
Just make the assumption he's not going to pass.
Our first scrum of the game. Let's see. Happy.
In Kisumu, Uganda really dominated the scrums.
Let's see if the Kenyan scrum coach has done his homework the way they did for the women.
And that's beautiful from Kenya.
Ah, yes.
Very beautiful from Kenya.
They have.
Swedberry is arm out. Advantage for Kenya.
Advantage over.
Stolen. Oh, not yet stolen. A bit scrappy right now.
Yeah, scrappy ball at the moment.
It just keeps changing.
I think it's because of the pitch condition.
Yes, that's true. There's still a lot of water on the right hand side of the pitch.
And Kenya enters the 22 of Uganda. Let's see what will happen. That's Andrew Omondo with the ball. Big carry. It's put down. Pass again.
Well attended to by a number of people.
We call him Simba number 1.
Yeah. The Ugandans are aware about the threat that he holds, so he's not going to be able to run around unchallenged.
And Uganda highly adopting the double tackle approach, seeing both any Kenyan player is attacked and put down immediately. No room for building any gameplay that can severely hurt. And then there's a penalty.
Effective work at the breakdown by Uganda. The tackler is going in and straight away you have one or two players in a jackal position trying to get the ball. Yeah. So Kenya's been penalized for holding on. And Philip will get us out of jail with his big boots.
Early play, and it takes us to the halfway line.
Let's see what move the Ugandans will do. Will pull in that lineouts.
Yeah, we struggled in the lineouts in Kisumu, so don't know if that has been sorted out.
Beautiful.
Well taken,
Beautiful.
very well taken.
A little bit high there.
Looked suspiciously high, but the ref is happy with it, so play will continue.
Michael in his trademark position.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful carry by Michael Okorac there. Fending off the Kenyan defender. Mango
Kenyans off the
Johnston.
feet
Yeah,
the breakdown, so Ugandans do have a penalty. They've been taken about 5 meters back from the first gain line. Yes, and the referee calls it. Kenyans were all over. I don't know if it's the ground, but they were off the feet at that rock.
Yeah.
It's very slippery and muddy that side. It's going for a line out.
I think he knows that ball from way back.
Oh,
Doesn't find
miss kick.
the ball is the pass. And Kenya as well don't find that. So
Game on.
Here we are with Casito.
And Philip.
Ivan Mabong. Michael on the right. Harris well.
Early statement from him.
Let me ask you. I think Philip is playing. Michael is playing outside center. Probably. I've seen him on the outside of Ian.
Yes, he's playing 13.
Touch him.
Yeah.
So it didn't.
They switched the line from what was originally.
Oh.
Yeah. So Ian is 12, then he's 13, then Pius, instead of being on the bench, he's playing.
But
He was injured.
First error by Pius Ogena gives scrum to Kenya. Their half. And Andrew Monde to the top of Chatungo. He looks scared. He's scared.
No one can accuse him of ghost working.
After man, rack up Uganda. Gets a little bit of tap in its face as well.
There must be some interesting things happening in the scrum.
Yeah.
It's always said that the props have some dark arts that they practice.
Yes.
So there was something going on the left side of the scrum. Again, but it's at the back, so the referee lets it play on.
Switch in the middle and
Again, that looked suspiciously high, but the referee has let it go.
Kenya.
He actually didn't let it go.
He didn't let it go.
Called back. Yeah.
But he didn't even.
Yeah, he didn't indicate that he was playing an advantage.
High tackle, no tickles on Uganda. And going high and putting down above the shoulder. And out,
It's a good kick taken Kenya right up to the Ugandan 22.
come to pro.
Again, he's well attended by a number of Ugandan players.
3 points on the line.
Yeah.
That's Malcolm Onsando. I think his father is very well known in Uganda.
Yes, Hamon Sando. He was one time a coach of Entebbe Mongas as well as the men's national team.
To the right. That's Kilos. Picked out with a strong carry.
He loses the ball.
Under 5. And it's a knock on. Knock on by
Get out of jail for Uganda.
your experience as a player. What do you have to say?
The conditions being muddy and
players
suffering, and eventually they cannot be able to see. So after
they're having someone wash
with the towel off some mud that covered the left side of
his face.
Does that really affect
The players being played.
Yes, it does. I've played multiple times at Chadondo in such conditions, and it's a nightmare. Once the mud gets into your eyes, it's very hard for you to actually continue playing. So if you don't have water brought to you very fast on the sides, it's a problem. And there was Among with a huge carry.
Carry with a fend to our
It
number.
looks like he's going to continue his Kisumu form here. And Uganda clear their lines through Philip Wakorach. Again, this is the exit strategy that the women should have used. Philip Wakorach came off his wing into the first receiver position after Among's carry and has got us out of our 5.
Players play from Uganda. Franco Tori line out.
Again, well taken by Kenya, and they've chosen to more.
These wet conditions, more defense is going to be key for Uganda.
Very, very
Very key
for both teams.
for both teams, but Uganda seems to be
They have
getting the
started the
upper
ball.
hand of this maul. So Kenya's had to exit that ball very fast.
You're off the field.
some players who's going to clear that ball once it's forced to carry?
He was up and out of that line very fast to make that hit.
That's a good carry from Melvin the hero.
Well intercepted by Philip.
By Philip Kokorach.
Very well read pass from Charles Cooker.
Yeah. Very poor pass, and this is handed the ball right back to Kenya.
Interesting.
Again, in this situation,
Are they nerves or what?
it should have been nerves because of that ball was flung to Asuman Mugera and he was not ready for it. It seemed like he was more coming to ruck,
To secure the
to
ruck.
secure the ruck and stabilize things. Then perhaps the ball is swung back so that it can be, like the lines can be cleared. But here there seemed to be some sort of miscommunication. I think they thought Asuman wanted to run a hard line and carry that ball, which was risky.
More pressure on Uganda at the moment, but injury break. We have Peter Kilonzo down with his thigh muscles, and the team's getting deserved water break. Roughly 15 minutes into the game. What are the key takeaways you have right now, based on the pitch? What are the key takeaways you have right now?
From what I see, we're still not playing to our strengths as the Ugandan team. We've not settled into this game. It seems Kenya has settled a lot faster than we have, and they have the upper hand at the moment. We've been on the Ugandan half for the last actually 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Pretty much from the start of the game. We're yet to enter the Kenyan territory or to make any serious gains.
Chasing a game of 3 points.
Exactly.
They're in the right positions. They're getting the right positions. They have a scrum down in Uganda too. So let's see what they can come up with attacking wise.
You can see that Michael Okorach has moved into the 10 position for defense. So
Is he that?
yeah, and they read that right.
Magom,
Penalty for Uganda. Well done to Magomu.
small boy, but he managed to get that ball, and the tacklers first to release the ball. Just analysis. Do you think that's a further distance as opposed to this side? Where is
I
He's
think
trying to kick.
that's more comfortable for him.
Oh, it's a big boot there he has.
Yeah, because as a right footer, it's easier to swing that side than to swing this side. So the distance may be shorter, but the angle is easier. So he'd probably gain a lot more than if he tried to kick this side.
Ruben.
You're talking points in this first half.
Well, the game has been very cagey up for it. Both teams trying to study each other. Of what they want to do. Luckily, maybe the Kenyan defense and their offense has kept Uganda in its own half, but the Ugandans are very patient and very organized, and I think they can be able to do better.
And that's being poor.
Yeah, it's a derby. It's a very big game, and we expect Monday. We wanted to go score like the opportunity probably is, while others are in handbags for him. He chose to actually go.
You leave your team in the handbag session to go and score it.
Well, if you're going to get 5 points out of it, I think it's one. So it's a good thing that the ref has the game under control. And Kenya kick for the penalty, kick for touch. Inside the Uganda 22 meter area. And we could say in terms of possession must be like 55 to Kenya and 45 to Uganda. They are camping a lot in the Ugandan half. Something that hurt their earlier counterparts, the Lady Cranes, and they really need to change that dynamic. Very good line out
Again, well taken line out.
by the Kenyans, and the maul is
They've
affected.
got a very good maul going on. Track and trail, unfortunately.
Very, very good strategy. Risky sometimes when the ref doesn't actually give it your way, but this time the ref is actually very, very attentive. They did not contest the maul, so it's a penalty to Uganda.
So Uganda is going for the line out again. Philip found touch beautifully last time. Unfortunately, we lost the line out. Kenya stole that line out. So we hope that this time round we can sort our line out.
Kenya's missed touch.
Philip is trying to look for too much distance and forgetting that he needs to put that ball into touch, which is going to hurt us. Those small mistakes are what we are going to have to pay for. Actually, in a game of this magnitude, the small mistakes you make are what determine the final result. So we need to air those out before they actually really hurt us. And Kenya with another of their small mistakes, a missed pass, pass that's not accurate, and it kills what was a very, very good attack for them. Line out advantage to Uganda.
What do you think about Uganda's set pieces so far?
Well, you could say they've been hot and cold. Sometimes they're getting them right, sometimes they're not getting them right. And that's something they need to work on, especially in these very slippery conditions. The set pieces, the scrums and the line-outs are going to be very important when it comes to any part of, first of all, getting possession. Secondly, getting to the areas that you want to hurt the opposition from. So they need to really clean up. I could say credit to Kenya, whose set pieces are a bit better. You could say slightly better than the Ugandans. Brian Asaba looking for a lot of work, tackling, and penalty, tackler not releasing.
And again, Philip gets opportunity to find touch.
You could say this is one that will really get Uganda into a very, very attacking situation, so he needs to get his bearing right this time round. And focus on getting as much
Distance while getting the touch as well. But let him not go for too much distance for getting touch. So he has to find the
He should find touch, not going for the distance. Every time he's going for distance, no finding touch.
That's true. But this is an easier kick for him to make, so I believe he will easily find touch.
looking for, but he does find the touch.
Good pick anyway.
Yeah.
It's been a while since Uganda has actually visited the Kenya half, but now they're there. And we can see that the sun is trying to creep out of the clouds to maybe give us a
Good sign.
It's a good sign for the visitors.
Is it a good sign for the visitors or for the home side? Because I think both teams have runners, so
Again, Uganda.
That's a second lineup that Uganda has lost in a promising attacking position. This is going to be a challenge. If we can't get our set pieces right, we will not have any attacking platform.
Ronald Kanyanya really needs to find coordination with his jumpers. Collected very well by Philip Okorash to Adrian Casito, who was preferred at fullback today. The kick was a bit off the skew, but was collected very well by the Kenyans. It's a bit of a kicking contest. Michael Okorash collecting, beating one, beating two. That is why we want Michael Okorash to have the ball. Ball in hand, he is a very big threat and showing why he has actually been a long-serving servant of this national side.
Absolutely.
Definitely. He's got the crowd on their feet screaming.
Ivan Magomo looking for the chip kick, maybe the communication.
Kick.
Jacob Ojei misread it, but he is lucky that the ball actually just won't touch. Otherwise, Philip was just collect and going for the try, but the ball had already won't touch. Very good kick nonetheless from Ivan Magomo.
I think he was a bit unlucky. If the pitch had been drier, the ball probably would have bounced up a bit more. But in this case, the ball like sort of had a low bounce to it, so Philip wasn't able to collect it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think the slippery ball is also having something to do with the line out. The throwers are maybe not getting to full
accuracy because of the greasy ball.
as you can see.
The sun is out,
But
for the players, it's still a very, very wet pitch, a very muddy pitch. So, yeah, it only helps us the guys that are actually trying to watch.
game is still nil.
Remember, first half advantage was 13 just to the Kenyans and 16 to the Ugandans. Polo, maybe you have something to tell us about the Kenyan side. What do you think they have done right? What do you think they have not done right from your perspective?
From the pretty much we're talking about Uganda's dominance in the forwards, but I think the Kenyans have really matched up on the Is that an early substitution? I see Captain Silako coming in for Oscar Sarau.
Early substitution, Captain Silako coming on, shot number 18.
I wonder if that was a tactical or an injury and forced substitution.
Yeah, yet to get the communication. We shall be telling you what exactly happened. That's Elkins, the Sonia, wearing shot number 8 today, carries in the short spaces, creating some much needed gap for their backliners to run. With the sun coming out, you could say it is in the advantage of rugby in general. Because people are not able to play some free-flowing rugby. Kilonzo tackling Munyani without ball, and the advantage is to Uganda. Michael Okorat is a big friend for those that are watching now. For quite a while, I saw Michael Okorat very, very training up. Yes, we had a penalty.
Interesting thing. The referee calls for penalty. The half of the Ugandan team is pointing at the post.
Yeah, because we actually have so many kickers, and Michael, Philip has the legs to actually find out. Let's just find out if he actually has also the accuracy to get the 3 points.
Usually I'd say this is a very easy kick for Philip. We've seen him nailing such kicks, even kicks from the touchline. I don't know if he has settled enough into the game or if today his kicking boots are on, but I'd put my money on him bagging this one.
Yeah, you could say that since it's on the other side of the pitch for a right footer, he can be able to curl back in if he uses the right technique. So yeah, he has the advantage to actually do it. And you could say it was a silly penalty to give away from the captain, Peter Kilon. He shouldn't have tackled the man without the man getting the ball. And very, very good observation from the referee who was able to see that.
He's missed it.
Just to the left of the posts.
But Ruben,
Margins.
I always wonder, Philip, he's a very good kicker, but in some games, especially high pressure games, even at club level, his boot just deserves it.
Well, sometimes that goes the best of everyone, but he needs to work on that. As we see, ball is contestable.
No one wanted it. And a Kenyan touched that ball before it went out, so Uganda will have a line out.
So it's going to be a Uganda line out. Uganda needs to start taking their chances when they come. Philip Okorat not putting the ball in between the posts, so it's still 0-0. Remember, 16-13, it's just a 3-point margin. Not like the women's game. This one is still up for grabs for anyone. Until the 90th minute, everything is possible. Nyanya with the getting those are 3 from the last 3 lineouts. He has not gotten any right. He's really not sharp.
This is going to be a challenge for Uganda. Something needs to be done to sort out the line-out rules before the game ends.
Samson Osomo with the box kick.
Straight to Philip.
Offload to Aaron Ofuego.
Just a penalty.
The ball comes out eventually after some slow ball. Brian Ogenia slips but is able to collect himself. Today he's playing in his natural position in the back row. As we have
Look at that matchup.
Next week's cover, the captain.
Good carry by Asaba.
Really looking for the wall. There is no resting for the back row. They exactly know what they need to do. The ball goes out.
Oh, what a beautiful leg by Elgon Casito. The ball was slapped back by a Kenyan player, and the chase was still on, but we had a Kenyan get into it before.
Very good out of the box improvisation from Ivan Magogo. the tackle is solid from the Kenyans. Now Aaron Okwero back, and it is a reverse move. Shot number 8 Uganda. The ball comes out, and he finds Aaron Okwero.
What is that?
Too much power on the ball. It was good thinking, but he was not able to calculate his boots. So we are back this side. It was actually a blood bin for the earlier substitution. So I think Curtis Lilapo will have to go back to the bench, and Oscar Simiyu is going to come back very heavily bandaged. Let's hope everything is okay. Remember, rugby is a game that emphasizes safety first and foremost. Curtis Lilapo put in a good shape in his short stint. Simiyu Oscar is back on. Lilapo will have to wait a little bit longer.
Robert, do you think now that's why by Paul Kanyanya is going to erase his weakness?
Yes, I think the coaches will cut him some slack. You know, if you make so many errors, make a good one. Once you make a good one, people will try to forget the other.
So he has
errors.
got a few more minutes.
Yeah, so he has been forgiven for his line out throws.
But he still needs to polish up.
Yes, he does. But perhaps this try will build his confidence, get his throwing on target.
And maybe because the sun is coming out, and maybe even the ball boys need to keep bringing the towels on to clean those balls. As Philip again.
Good looking kick, but again to the left of the post.
But again, in the pre-match, we spoke about our number 10, the Kenyan number 10, Charles Kuka. And you see that try came from an error from him. He's on test at this level, and I think he just needs to play basic and this one. No fancy play.
A game of this magnitude, it's always for new guys, it's always baptism by fire. So they should just hopefully he grows into the game and the game doesn't overwhelm him. So let's just hope that everything is good. But he looks like he's a very, very good youngster, very easy with ball in hand, soft hands, very good skills. His kick is collected very well, but it is advantage to the Ugandans. Scrum down.
That was fortunate because the Ugandans totally mistimed that kick.
I know.
And literally fell into the Kenyans' hands.
It was a miss kick, you could say, from Kuka, but when it came, it actually bounced to Kenya's favor.
Exactly.
But luckily, they let out of jail the Ugandans.
Yes. So we need a big scrum to get out of our half.
Definitely.
And we see Michael has now come into the 12 position. So I'm anticipating a short ball.
Yeah, I was actually also going to say that I'm anticipating a short ball, but don't be surprised to see a second line attack with Philip at the back. Philip actually is undertakes the short ball. Interesting. While Sogena looking for one, Ivan Magomu looking for the territory.
Anthony Ajo
collecting on the second attempt and getting some very good meters. He's still going, and the support play drops the ball.
Billy Omondi.
Billy Omondi is unable to recollect. We are seeing on the Kenyan touchline, some players are warming up. Shot number 16, we are going to bring to you their names. Probably the coach is not happy with something. There's some communication going on. Musila Griffin and one of the backs. They have actually been warming up.
The back is Michael Wanjala.
Michael Wanjala, the backliner, they've been warming up. Maybe some early changes, maybe just to show the guys on pitch that, hey, you have to be serious with what you're doing. Any change can happen at any time. But as we speak, Uganda is in the advantage. 5-0, tried by Ronald Kanyanya. Conversion was unsuccessful by Philip Wokoraj. Stefan collects.
And he was well marshaled this time, so he wasn't able to get any ground, but he did manage to get the ball away. And
versus Philip Wokoraj, helped by
Ian Munyani.
Very good tackle. The man who's slowly getting into the Ugandan team and getting more game time. You'd say it has been a long time coming, and credit to Soki this time for not playing the back row in the back line. He's using natural centers in their rightful positions, which allows Fire Sogena also to play in his rightful position. Maybe Edwin Wabile has something to say us. Oh my God, the Kenyans and the momentum
Carries him over to score a try. It was very strange. It was very strange the amount of
Billy
ground
Omondi.
that Billy
Omondi.
Billy Omondi game. He literally reached the try line untouched. He ran the full 15 meters with no one.
You could say there was a problem with that drift defense. It gave him too much time.
Way too much time.
He actually wanted to tackle him in these slippery conditions. The momentum just took him into the try area. Now it's 5-5, and the Kenyans have a conversion to come. Let's see if it's actually going to bear any fruit.
That was actually very disappointing. I think that the defense just were not sure. It was like they were confused.
Definitely.
I think that quick ball out the side.
Yeah, it
Totally
got
got
them
it off.
napping, and they just stopped. They were like totally flat-footed, and by the time they reacted, they were just too late. Billy Omondi had gained too much momentum, too much ground, and he just slid over the try line to
The
score.
team of Kenya's threat, you cannot afford to give them so much space. Because that try came out of literally something that could have been avoided. Jacob Oje with the kicking responsibilities today. Chadonga not trying to make it easier for him. Let's say yes. Clearly the 16th man has done their role. So yes, 5-5. And the game is very tight, as an Elgon Cup tie should be. Edwin, what do you have to tell us about the game so far?
Well, I want more action. I want more change. But overall, be more lively. We had their first match up here, and now I think they are matching up on the kicks as well. Let's wait and see how that will happen. I think Kolo is in a massive mode. Kenya is on the scoreboard. The aggregate has become a little bit complicated for Kenya and Uganda. Whoever wants to win it more will win it more. We have Harry from Kenya in their 22, and they're setting up a box kick from Samson. We're going to see fielding from Uganda. We have Elias Omom at the back, and Aaron Okoriath as well. I think that's Omom to go.
Okoriath gets it.
Turnover ball.
Turnover ball, yes it is, Polo, it is. And Kenya,
No, Uganda still have the ball. They've recovered from that.
Oh, fuck.
that is 5 centimeters on this side. It's going here, it's going there.
Exactly, it's just happening so fast. Oh, lovely ball to Wakos, but unfortunately he drops it, and suddenly Kenya are on the front foot.
Kuka with the distribution. The Kenyans trying to get as many meters as they can,
The
sucking
referee is
in the
playing
Uganda
advantage.
defense. Elkins Musonye with a knock-on, but it was offside from the Ugandan defense. So it's a penalty, a very kickable penalty, you should say. But as Jacob J fancy it, that is the question.
They've gone for post.
Peter Kilonzo steps up as the captain and says, let's take the chance, let's go for the points. And Jacob J will step up to see if he can get Kenya ahead. Remember, right now as it stands, a draw favors Uganda to take the Elgon Cup. Anything beyond 3 points for Kenya will give them the advantage. Remember, the first leg was 16 to Uganda, 13 to Kenya. So all the points you get are crucial in this game, and the defense is even more important.
It's interesting that Jacopo J was down to play, I believe, 11 initially. Yeah, so rather he's supposed to be playing 14, but he switched to play the, you could say, blindside wing, so that you have actually him and Philip battling against each other directly, and he's not in this penalty. So it's going to be a battle against the two kickers and the two wingers. So they're matching each other, because he should be playing on the right side wing as a 14, but instead he's playing on the left side wing.
I think that,
That's the same. They're going straight up against each other.
yeah, as Kenya leads 8 points to Uganda's 5, Kenya now drawing the game on aggregates and leading at Chadondo. Very good kick from Jacob J. Uncharacteristic nature used to kick, but it works. So the sacrifice the means regardless. As Kenya recollects to try and find some meters before they go inside. This game is going to be as a Monday to Jacob. Bit 1, bit 2. Oh my God, Jacob J is making this time about him to Samson Onsomu. And it is Simiu Oscar carrying the ball. Very good defense from the Ugandans. Slow ball now. Onsomu taking his time to try and organize. Kuka trying to find a kick, but doesn't get the execution he needs. But Onsomu regathers. Onsomu looking for support, but the slippery ball is not permitting good ball in hand kind of contact. This game is one that is going to be constituted by the set piece, by the kicking, and by the individual matchups. Not forgetting, any chance you get to take the points, you need to take them, and you need to hope that your kicker is at his absolute best.
Ruben, I just think Kenya right now are the better team in broken play. They are really getting the Ugandan defense on back foot whenever the ball there's a broken play. So I think the Uganda need to have a tighter defense if they need it.
That is true. The Ugandan defense doesn't seem to be quite working together. There are so many mismatches that the Kenyans seem to be finding. They're finding them at will, which is quite frightening.
Very, very big to get the boots from Philip Okorach. Just inside the Kenyan half. Actually, just close to the center. And yes, earlier on as you get to the side, I have to agree with you. The Kenyans have a slight advantage, especially because of efforts from Amonde and Jacob J and Onsomu, who are able to snipe and get the advantage. And the Kenya and the Ugandans need to work on their defense. And I think it would be better to have Michael back at 13, especially in attack. They should really give the youngster some more slack. As Saba steals the line out, Prada Saba, shot number 7, Uganda, blindside as Ofoiro gives the ball to his captain, Asuman Mugera. Ofoiro to fire Sogena. Fire takes his eyes off the ball, and this is the second time it's happening. Passing to fast hold the ball. It's a very, very slippery ball. And such mistakes could hurt us, and it's Kenyans back to the advantage.
Again, now I think Uganda needs to calm down. They're rushing things. Again, Pius looked up to see where the defense was. The microsecond that he took his eyes off the ball, knock on. And now Kenya has the ball in a good attacking position. And they've really tested the Ugandan defense. So I hope the defense holds firm.
And it was just out of such scenarios that the try came. So you never know what could happen. They could try to use their big ball carriers like the 12 Ole could actually go out because they know they have Kilonzo and they have the winger Billy Omondi who was able to score. And again they go wide. OJ finding the fullback. Fends one and it's to Omondi. Omondi is unable to gather on the first attempt but is able to gather on second. We're seeing the fans at the far end complaining about something. It's a battle at the breakdown. Whoever has the best technique.
Uganda has stolen the ball yet again.
Ofoiro to Aziku. Robert Aziku, shot number 5, Uganda. Carries the ball. To Ivan Magomu, looking for the touch, looking for the territory. And it's
What a beautiful kick.
one of the reasons why Ivan Magomu had to come back for this time, because he understands the kicking game very well.
He found the space and he made touch. So it's a Kenyan line-out, but in a position where they're under pressure. The line-out is right on the 22.
As we saw from the previous line-out, anything can happen. Brian Asaba stole a Kenyan line-out, and yet again, the Kenyans have the advantage, but it is in the Kenyan half. So you can say Kenya has the pressure. But very good awareness from Ivan Magomu. It's Bill Amonde. Andrew Amonde carrying, trying to get some extra meters. Quick hands there.
Pressure on Kenya made them throw a loose ball back, but they've recovered. But Uganda is really hassling Kenya at the breakdowns, and they're doing a good job at destabilizing the Kenyans. And they've won a scrum.
Uganda in the advantage. I was actually about to mention, looking at the Ugandan back three, there seems to be a sort of tactical
Turnover ball again. Yep. Uganda's work at the breakdown is just brilliant. They're getting enough bodies over there.
Penalty Uganda.
Penalty advantage to Uganda, and the referee comes back. But it's brilliant the way the Ugandans are making work very hard for the Kenyans at the breakdown. I think I've counted 5 turnovers at the Rocks in this game so far. And a lot of them have been either when Kenya's in a good attacking position or when they're trying to exit from.
Interesting call there. Uganda have chosen to go for a scrum from that penalty.
They are not 100% confident in their line-out, so the scrum is the smartest option at this point. And when you have a scrum, you tie up a lot of numbers. So, and I think from what I can see, they're going to bring Philip somewhere in this move.
And I think it's a brave call, and it's early enough to make such brave calls. You don't really have to rush into going for the points. So they can get the scrum and they can actually attack and try and get the 5-pointer. So it's a very, very good opportunity for them to actually run in a much drier part of the pitch. One is to also add Ivan Magom with the ball. Shot ball to Philip. Has actually been using a lot of shot balls.
Unfortunately, he collided straight into his own player, into Ian Munyani.
And it's half time. Kenya leading 8 points to Uganda's 5. A penalty and a try for Kenya, and just a solo try for Uganda. Thank you for giving it Kratos, as the Kenyans still have the slight advantage and joining it on aggregate in the second leg tie of the Elgon Cup at Chadondo Rugby Grounds. Are we having whatever happened? You have to give us a Kenyan perspective, right now.
Now you need a mic.
Now you guys can do it. I think I'll chill since you guys have mics. Come on, sit. Your body pumps are on.
What a half of rugby I've had. I have to get my seats.
And discuss this first half. Wow. 8-5 to Kenya. First half. 21-21. What do you have to say about this first half of rugby?
It's been very unpredictable. The ball has changed hands so many times. But when it comes to territory, I would say Kenya's had like 80% territory. The possession has been, you could say, evenly shared, because in the last 20 minutes, Uganda now had more possession, but still playing more or less in their half. Visited the Kenyan 22 very few times. But what I just found amazing was Uganda's breakdown work. Excellent. Turned over balls so many times at the ruck, and quite a number of the times it was when Kenya was in a dangerous attacking position, so they managed to relieve the pressure from themselves. And then Philip Korache's 2 missed kicks, they're the difference in the score right now.
Hello, who are the key Kenya players who are doing well at the moment, in your opinion?
I think evidently Andrew Amonde has been very good in carries, and at least trying to also slow down Uganda's quick ball. And then the second player that has been outstanding is Jacob Oj. His matchup with Philip has been very tasty, and also good with the kicks.
Going into the second half, do you think Kenya needs to change something? Remember, they need to win the Elgon Cup.
I think we need to have better 10-12 combinations. Our 10-12 right now is not working very well. We find that 2 intercepts from number 10, one here, the other one there. So we think we really need to have a better distribution from number 10 in the second half.
Now I want to hear from Helen. Helen, you've seen the configuration of the Uganda lineup, especially the back three. You've noticed that Philip is now on the way and Kasito is at the team. We're not seeing Philip getting that ball with the team because of the team. What do you have to say going into the second half, knowing that we are trying to stop? What do you think Uganda needs to say and go for the win?
First of all, Uganda needs to be more patient in its build-up. Too many knock-ons are happening, unforced errors. Wanting to get those offloads, quick ball, settle down, use our forwards, let's grind our way forward, pull the Kenyans in, then we can release our backs. We've got so many strike runners in the back. We have Michael have some big carries, gaining loads of ground. You have Philip, of course, with his dancing feet. Kasito with his ability to find the gaps. It's just about patience, patience, patience. But I really wouldn't change the back three. I know people would be tempted to move Philip to 15 with the hope that when he's back there, he'd get the ball more and be able to carry the ball more forward and find more gaps. But I think this is working out so far the way it is, so it doesn't need to be changed.
Maybe one more thing for the neutral, removing Philip from the wing and putting him at fullback will deny us that tasty challenge between him and Jacob Oj on the wing. So I think it's so let the coach reserve Philip on the wing and let's see what will happen. Now, set pieces. The ball is scrappy. What do you think needs to change for both sides in the set pieces? Ruben, what do you have to say?
I think with the set pieces, basically it's about just going back and working on your technique, working on your strategies and how you do it. Because the second half is going to be about the small wins. Once you start winning things like the set pieces, it's what is going to actually give us the eventual winner. So we need to have guys that are actually able to battle. Let the throwers throw their ball very well. Let the jumpers collect their balls very well. Because every penalty that you get, you need to take your points. You need to be as efficient as possible and minimize on your mistakes, especially with 40 minutes to go and it's a draw on aggregate. So everything that you do with the set piece is going to be very, very crucial for both sides.
I like the fact that you mentioned it's a draw. Uganda had a penalty just here in Kenya's 32. Do you think they made the wrong decision to go for the scrum as opposed to going for the points?
No, definitely. I don't think it was the wrong decision because it was still early in the first half and it was in a very attacking position. All they had to do was just set up and maybe score. Unfortunately for them, they did not get what the result they wanted, but it was a credit to them to actually try it out. But now going into the second half, they know that they do not have the aspect of time like they did in the first half. So any chance that comes, they need to they take the easiest option to the points.
We had a baptism of fire for Charles Kuka, but it seems to have ended well into the game. He's picking up his play apart from a few moments of lapse of concentration here. What do you think he needs to do going into the second half, being the key decision maker for Kenya?
I think right now he's made all the correct decisions. His kicking has been okay, and he's finding territory, getting Kenya out of their own halves into their. So I think the only thing that he needs to do better is try to bring in the big number 12 into the game. We haven't seen Johnson Mungao at all in the game. So I think Mungao should play more often off number 10, so that at least can trouble the defense, the central defense for Uganda.
Coming back to Kenya, do you think the experience of players like Jacob Ojei, Andrew Monde going into a game like this where the score is really tight, how is that experience going to help the Kenyan side to come through this game?
I think so far you've seen what they've done in the first half. They've made sure that the team is calm. Even under pressure, they're trying to calm down, boys. Just playing the game. Just if you compare the way we played in Kisumu here, we're playing more composed, calm, and patient game because of the experienced players coming in.
50 minutes into the game, who would you think would change the Kenyan game and bring the Elgon Cup home?
Looking at the bench, I think probably Curtis Lilako, when he comes in, he's a strong scrummager, he's a very good player. So when he comes in, he's going to put some steel on the front row.
Now swinging back to Uganda, what do you think needs to be done in the second half? Who do you think can bring on to try and change this game and bring the trophy home?
Well, basically it's a very muddy ground, so it's more of a forward-oriented game. So our forwards need to get their rhythm together. They need to control the game. They are actually going to win us this game as Uganda. So every forward that's coming off the bench ideally needs to put in a shift. They need to bring the ascendancy back to Uganda, and once that's done, they can give the backs a platform to play. Once the forwards are giving them that platform, you know Uganda's backs, they will always bring the best out of every situation.
The teams are back on the field. What do you think about Ronald Kanyanya's performance in the first half?
Well, Ronald Kanyanya, you could say it was a bit of a topsy-turvy kind of situation because he first had he had a good game starting, carrying some balls well, tackling well, but then again his lineouts were a bit shaky, losing 3 consecutive lineouts. Then he scored the try and made us forget all that. So it's 50-50. Let's just hope that it's more on the good side in the second half.
Well, there's Joseph Katimo on the bench. Do you think he'll bring him on late in the game, his first Ugandan game?
Yeah, definitely, because in the front row it's very unlikely for a front row player to last an entire 80 minutes because of the kind of intensity that's in the front row. So Kajimun definitely has to come on. We just hope that the fact that he's actually played a lot more in Kenya, he has more exposure and playing with these young lads from Kenya. So maybe his familiarity with them will bring a better impact in that hooker position.
Well, we have very many players who play their trade in Kenya. We hope that that experience can come into play. Let's just wait for the second half. Kenya wanted to the league, and I Referee wins. Uganda seems ready. Kenya coming out of the coolers. Let's wait and see what they have for us in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. You're going to start?
It's cold.
Second half underway. Uganda with possession at this moment. It's one. Put down and go down for the wrap. Carry from Kenya. Charles Cooper with the top ball. Loose carry by Kenya.
That rush defense from Uganda really unsettled the Kenyans, and they were building up something quite good. And if the Ugandans can rush up more, but as one flat line, then Kenya is going to keep making such errors and not gain as much ground. But what is happening so often is the Ugandans are sitting back and allowing the Kenyans to build the phases, and so they are able to gain territory and to keep possession. Now this is good by Uganda. They need to keep this patient build up. Wrapped up 3 Kenyans in that tackle.
Uganda have come out of the shades very early.
Again, the commentators cuss, just as we were praising Uganda's patient phases and the good build-up. A knock-on.
Edwin, don't you think Paul Masendi, the other wing, has been very quiet the whole game?
He has been active in fielding and defense. But we can see him manage to attack the Kenyan line. We hope to see him attack in the second half. Perhaps Macomb needs to bring him more into the game with a few short balls here and there. The back three, Adrian Casito and Philip Okorach are more active. But I'm hoping he will get his way into the game, and maybe he'll be the one to bring the cup home. Never know. Medical break.
plays at scrum half and at fly half, is also warming up. So it's going to be interesting to see where he can come on. Maybe for Ivan Lambo, maybe for Aaron Ofoiro. But maybe just talking to Kolo, what do you think about Uganda's half-back combination in comparison to Kenya's?
I think they are far much superior. They are far much more skilled, and they are actually running the show compared to the Kenyans at the moment. But, double black, I don't know for Ruth and Ivan. That's what we are talking about. Our number 12 was not.
Number 12 has really not been in this game, and because of that, maybe you could say he's still a bit cold, especially in this kind of conditions. If you're not in the game, you will get cold, and maybe at this point you will start rethinking his decisions. Let him look for some work. If you're not bringing the work to him, let him look for the work. Uganda in a very attacking situation. We're seeing Michael Okorach going to the blind side, standing next to Paul Masendi on the open side. We're seeing Ian Munyani, Adrian Casito, and Philip Okorach, and the ball goes to the open side. And it goes to Adrian Casito, to Philip Okorach. Chip kick, kicks ahead, very opportunistic.
It was a knock-on. That was a knock-on. Unfortunately.
Elkins was there. I don't even know how Elkins was there.
Yes.
But when he reached there, Shatta Jones in again, he was unable to touch down. But very good thinking from Philip. I think that's why Uganda loves it. It's bravery to take unorthodox decisions and to try out something out of the box. That's why Philip should say. Come down to the Kenyans at the 5-meter line as Robert Seguia calls over Desire Ayera.
Looks like Ian will be off.
Michael Okorach is signaling to the bench that there's a player who seems like he cannot continue.
That's Ian Munyani.
That's Ian Munyani. And there's a huge cheer for Desire Ayera as he comes on pitch.
That's his debut, right?
No, it's not his debut. He actually played in Kisumu. That was his debut, but
and incidentally, that is my nephew, so I'm very proud to see him playing for Uganda 15. Yes, he is.
very excited. I want to see him today. So, Michael goes to his natural position. Kenya tries to clear the line, took away to the ball, and on rushing, Uganda defense unable to prevent Puka from clearing his lines. And it's a line out. Uganda just outside the 20-minute area. Uganda still in Kenya half, but at least Kenya gets us really safe.
I hope that Munyani is fine. I suspect it might have been a head injury. So he was taken off and taken in the direction of the ambulance. So he is in the ambulance right now. So we hope all is well and that he recovers quickly.
Referee getting into the play, but Kenya is able to regain their position nonetheless. Curtis Milako is finally on now for his full substitution to show what he can do.
For me,
asking for the ball.
Melvin Dairo, I think he went off because he was injured. For Curtis Milako.
And all Marcelians, you have been asking now he has the ball.
He was isolated completely, so he did well to hold on to that ball and wait for support. Yeah.
As he could gain some meters, going past the gain line, Ivan Mabongo with the slippery ball, short ball to Kanyanya, big hit on him.
He retains possession.
He's going to land the hard way, but he's a strong boy. Fires again, and now at 12. I would say it's a kind of mismatch having a back row playing against the side of the back.
No call.
Not on. Good save on the low pass. So you can't slap, but at this level, you need to find a way to get the ball. Possession of your team.
I think right now we just need to be clinical and just capitalize on the decision by the Ugandan backline. Most of the time they're being caught up in possession and don't know what to do, right? Let's see, we're making changes. We're getting a back row in. That's Fidelo Low coming in.
Fidelo Low? Can you relate to Coach Felix Low?
His nickname is Baboon, very ferocious player.
Every rugby player needs a nickname.
Baboon. Once again, he's found space. But it's unfortunate that the chase from the rest of the Ugandans wasn't as good.
They're going for, of course, they're going
Lineouts.
for the lineouts.
The player that Casito tackled from the back is still done. I believe he landed on the ball. And so receiving some medical attention. So we have a medical break at present. Actually, Philip can actually kick from the center, but I think going by his earlier kicks, I mean, they had the distance, but they just didn't have the accuracy. I think today is one of those days where his boot isn't good. So they're going to go for the lineup. So safest option.
Very elusive player.
Yes, but again, some of the passes are a bit ambitious in the current conditions that we have. At present, Uganda should be playing shorter ball.
Fidel Olo is coming on, shot number 20. Is coming on for Ape Monate. The offensive side is Banka, played a very good game, but he has had his time and it's time for Fidel now to come and show, to come and add some fresh legs.
So Chivumbi
is coming on for Uganda as well. Sancho Seneza is going to come on. I think this is actually a very good change for Uganda.
An excellent move. Saul is a very good scrummager and he has very good ball carrying abilities as well. And he has a good work rate as well.
And the fact that he's actually now flying straight in Kenya for Impala Saracens, he will be more familiar and not really faced by the Kenyan counterparts.
Oh dear.
Scrums don't even have to have only Paris, Ivan Makomu doesn't tackle first attempt. Zaira helping him with the tackle. The Flyers is very muddy and Ivan Makomu thinks the back row there. So trying to get the ball advantage, hands in wrap.
Oh, what a lovely no-look pass. Such skill that you should be seeing from a fly half.
It'll be the game changer in the second half.
That was a very,
You called it. You talked about Curtis coming on, and well, that was a game-changing pass.
and Kenya has a habit of having very, very big fly halves. They've had, what's his name? He plays for Harlequins, I think.
Isaac.
Yes, Isaac Adimo. We may find out Curtis Lako in the set.
This is a very easy kick for yes, and Uganda needs to do something and something fast. We need to get points on board. Or this Elgon Cup might just run away with the Kenyans.
Samuel is another Kenyan best player at Harlequins. Interesting game. It's totally changed. And now Uganda are chasing the game.
Fails to find touch. Among claps it with his foot, showing us some footballing skills.
Do you think it's at this point? On aggregate, so as Brother Sama tries to argue something out with the referee, but you think Philip Okorocha should give it a go? Yes.
Seems that they heard it because they are going for it.
Asuman Mogera didn't want to have anything like a line out at that point. He pointed to the, he was like, if I'm not taking it, I'll take it, but let's go for points. Because right now, any points you get are very important as Kenyan players warming up. Shot number 19 and shot number 16. Two youngsters warming up.
Again, this kick is well within Philip's range. It's just a matter of if he can find his accuracy. He's been uncharacteristically inaccurate today. I mean, all the kicks he's missed, the kicks which would have expected him to slot easily.
At what point do you think it is necessary to change a kicker if the first kicker is not doing things right?
It would be right about now, but the problem we had in Kisumu was the kickers who were there and were not that successful either. And Philip is the number one kicker at present.
You think at this point someone needs to go and hold that ball because he's going to use up his 90 seconds and he has to rush his kick, and it's a long kick, and that's a characteristic of rushing a long kick.
Yeah. Very unfortunate.
What a kick.
22-meter dropout.
Talk about high pressure games and Philip's kick.
No, but in this case, the ball had fallen.
Yeah.
And so he had to start again, and the ref was pointedly looking at his watch. So Philip knew he could not go through his whole long preparation again, so he rushed the kick.
Someone was really supposed to just rush it and come and hold something. You put to have advantage because it's a 22-meter dropout.
Shem Joseph just played for Simon Muyafu, and Griffin Silla just coming for Toby Captain.
Casito, very good fielding in this game.
Yes, safe hand.
Daudi Semwambi with his first
touch of the ball.
The Kenyans are trying to hold him up, but the Ugandans, the ball is stolen. Andrew Amonde, that's the reason he was called back into this team.
Hot guys. Wow. Kuka asked for the ball.
Went for the long pass.
Well, loose pass. And Jacob Oje. Pius Okena with the tackle. Nerves, you can feel the nerves at Chadondo with Uganda trailing. Both here are even on aggregate. Onsomu, Lilako, Curtis drops the ball and Robert Aziku kicks it to try and get some extra meters. Michael.
Samami threw his whole body into that tackle.
Put your body at, if you're throwing millets, both ball.
Yeah.
Onsomu.
We have seen
Onsomu trying to dig the ball out.
in the sevens, so
We just played against him.
yeah.
Who's that shot number 5? Shot number 5. For Kenya.
Malcolm Monsando has actually been carrying very well in this game now. Shame is also coming on to carry so well. Kuka moving the ball very simply, just making sure that everyone gets a feel of the ball. Kuka. Ball lost in contact. Advantage Uganda, they can't use the advantage. They come back for the scrum down. You could say desperate times, and desperacy is starting to kick in for the Ugandans. They know they are trailing both in this game and both on aggregate. With 22 minutes to go.
22 minutes gone.
22 minutes gone actually.
22 minutes to go.
It's very risky times. You could say this was our best opportunity in 6 years to actually reclaim the Elgon Cup, but they still have a chance to get it back. But one thing they need to do is get into the Kenyan half and get some points. As Mike Otto and Simon Olet are warming up, possibly to come on. Olet usually plays at lock and at the back row. Mike Otto, same thing. Let's see what Robert Seguia has up under his sleeve. Oh, the referee nearly obstructing play there, but Ogena with a big carry. We have Paul Epilo giving it to Ivan Magom. He runs and gives it to Michael, and Michael drops it.
And that's a knock-on.
It's a knock-on.
The referee is calling it back.
Frustrating play for Uganda.
Very frustrating. Again, unforced error.
Not doing anything of Uganda, neither is Kenya. Enjoy such scrappy play till they win the Kupopi. I think at this point, strategy in the way you're moving that ball is also going to be key. One is instead of opting for the spin pass in such slippery positions, the pop pass would be better, and people should aim for the chest level passes, so that one is actually harder to draw. Pass goes very low in such slippery conditions, it's going to be very hard to recollect. It's very muddy and very greasy at the moment. And you think Kenya has actually adjusted to the second half better, and advantage is showing, rightly so. Onsomu and Amonde wait for the ball. Amonde now at 8th man. At the number 8 position. The scrum, an advantage to Kenya. They are milking the penalty, and they have the penalty. Onsomu to OJ, back in. Trying to use the advantage. Curtis Nilako. No advantage gained, and the referee says we come back for the penalty. Just close to the 10-meter line of the Uganda half. You would definitely think that Kenya are going to attempt another kick. It's going to be a panic mode for Uganda at this point.
Ruben, what might be the problem right now? Uganda right now are under pressure. Nothing's working for them. The scrums are not working. The passes, they are having handling errors, and they just seem to be very indecisive.
We were actually having this discussion earlier on. The players had even said, shouting at themselves, I think the pressure is getting to them. They know they need to win this game, and they know that they are playing at home, and I don't think the senior players are actually calming them down. This game is still well in their grasp, but they are letting it slip out, and it's getting to their heads, and they're losing focus. And because of that, that's why we are seeing the errors. We're seeing them shouting at themselves here and there, and now giving out such penalties. And let's see if Jacob Oje can make Uganda pay for their sins. There was a lot of crisis coming into this game from the Kenyan camp, dropping majority of the players. But if they get this win and they take the Elgon Cup back, Boje drops down this. Finally, Oscar Simiyu tackles.
What lovely
For the stool.
Uganda is intimidated. They just need to be patient.
Daudi Samwambi is looking for the work. He's now pumped up. And it's Asuman Mugera, the captain. Pole Pillow coming back to the blind side. The referee, for the second time, has gotten in the way of action, but it was offside to Kenya, so it's a penalty. So you could say it's a blessing in disguise. They can now be able to get some ascendancy. Magom now with the kicking duties, and he finds good touch. The ball goes way out of Chadondo into the road. For those that don't know where Chadondo is located, it is in Lugogo in Uganda, and it's just next to one of the very, very busy roads. As Captain Asuman Magera gets medical attention and medical break. Colin Chimbawa is about to come on, most likely for Asuman Mugera. Colin Chimbawa plays his rugby for Cobbs Rugby, Uganda. You'd say Uganda needs to be the next team to get the points on board if they are to have any say in the remaining part of this game. Bias again, no, that is Asuman Mugera. They just share the same hairstyle. Probably have the same baba.
Diego.
Yeah, with Simon Ole Diego. Moving aside from the rock, back around to see. But eluded us. The line out is coming up, and we have another player. That's Practical Huko coming on.
And then we have Isaac Njoroge.
Isaac Njoroge coming on as well. The Pillow fumbles the ball. He'll need to retain that ball and keep it safe for Uganda.
Isaac Njoroge will move to the fullback, and then Anthony Obiambo is going to move to his natural position, the number 10 position.
Penalty for Uganda.
So again, finding touch.
Very good touch from Ivan.
Very well done. And again, another ball to the road. But Uganda now has a line out on literally on the 22. So in a good attacking position. Just need to secure the line out.
Looks set up for a maul here by Nasava in the scrum half position. And they go for the maul. And Kenya can't seem to stand on an advantage to Uganda. Back in the diving seat at this moment. And out here. Upstate. Oh. Taking time. What do you take, Ruben? They still some time. So this is their last attempt to actually have a line out. If this fails, they'll need to start. And if they don't also regain this line, they're going to feel very mental as well. such circumstances as this? Do you go for a full match? Just you have to use your best jumper, who in this case is Charles Uhuru, so that you drive as much as possible, suck in the defense as much as possible, and you're not able to get the Australia-like try from the mall. Then the ball.
So Uganda has secured the line out. The mall hasn't quite worked out, but Uganda still has possession.
Uhuru with the ball. No, they are doing the Kenyans. They were able to isolate. Attack wins Uganda, and Kenya seems to have both. But
The line-out was a good option.
it was a good option, and they collected it.
They collected well, but it's just what happened after the mall. After the mall collapsed or didn't advance, Uhuru went in more or less when he was isolated, and the Kenyans pinned him on that and held him up so that he could not go to ground. And it was impossible for him to go to ground, and the Ugandans couldn't get a mall going. So scrum to Kenya.
Whatever happens, nonetheless, Uganda to keep on the pressure they need to keep in the Kenyan half. To look for an angle where they can field. It's a box kick. Very good covering from Joroge. He prevented the quick start. And it's a line out to Uganda at 10-meter line exactly. And now needs to drastic. Kenya is leading on 19 points to 16. Everything also is able to shot ball down is someone looking for work. He is here to prove to Uganda that that shot 11 belongs to him. Very good work from Elkins Musonye at the breakdown with the turnover. I don't know. A set of two players will probably team off.
In the first half, Uganda had very good breakdown work. They were turning over the ball at the rucks. But now in the second half, Kenya, that have been dominating the breakdowns. So Uganda needs to switch back to what they were doing in the first half. They're leaving their ball carriers to go into contact when they're isolated. So it's very easy for the Kenyans to come in and look for the ball. The Ugandans forced to hold onto the ball, and the ref gives a penalty.
That's Mickey Wanjala coming in for Samson Osomo.
Samson Osomo, very experienced scrum off. He comes off, and the assistant coach is head coach. Very, very commanding and organized performance. A very Baboon. So maybe Kolo will tell us. Kenyans trying to manage the game at this point. Game management is going to be very key. Pius Ogena back off on the first attempt, tackles on the second.
The Kenyans are now playing with more urgency, and it's like having thwarted Uganda's two try scoring opportunities, their sense of victory, and they're not going to allow Uganda to have another opportunity to score a try.
Kenya definitely needs to keep the ball in Uganda's half, away from kicking distance, away from scoring distance, unless there is an individual brilliance of sort. But this is where Kenya needs to be playing from. As for Uganda, something needs to happen, but first they need to regain possession. Jacob Ojay with a dummy switch, tackled well by Daudi Semwami. Slow ball by the Kenyans. Njoroge playing at fast receiver. Wanjala Michael distributing well. Slow ball. He's taking his time as long as the ball reaches.
Who's down?
Brian Asava looks a bit hit in the contact, and what does the referee say? First offense, scrum down to the Kenyans. The Kenyan fans are in full voice because they can sense the victory, and you'd say Uganda should have probably kicked. Maybe one would have gotten them the draw, two would have taken them ahead, but they still have about 5 minutes to see.
Singing a Dutch. It's done. They are going to be. Uganda's going. It has been buried. It's dead.
Well, I wouldn't agree with the fans. It is never over until the final whistle. Anything can happen, especially in a game that is so close. Remember, this for the Elgon Cup. Free kick to Uganda. They take the and play. They kick territory and defend in the.
The smartest of decisions.
And also those kind of passing from Paul Epilo. Philip Okoracho has been very quiet. You could say at the wing, he doesn't brought out the best of his attributes. Ball stolen by the Kenyans, and it's the Kenyans now in the attack. My God, what a game. Nail-biting encounters only. Oko Patrick, they are marshalling. Michael Wanjala distributing. Michael Wanjala to Curtis Lilako, Kilonzo to Odiambo Anthony. The tackle is made. Michael Wanjala. The referee says ball is playable. Whoever wants it. Njoroge tries to step back in. Desire Yera taking no nonsense at the contact area. Lilako. And OJ scared because of the. There is a bit of an off-ball scuffle between OJ and Daudi Semwami. Whoa!
What a hit from Elgon.
Captain Kilozo looks a bit concussed. I think he needs an HIA assessment, but okay. Magomo! Knock on from Michael again.
And he's beating himself because he knows that was an opportunity.
It is under 3 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Uganda needs to find a way to get these points. From your observation, if Uganda by any chance was able to get the 3 points and draw this game on aggregate, would you think would be taking it? As per the Elgon Cup rules.
We don't know what the Elgon Cup rules are. Will they look at number of tries scored, number of tries conceded? Not sure what they're going to look at.
The Kenyans are in full voice. The Ugandans are starting to lose their voice a little bit and trying to be a bit more worried. You could say the Kenyans have made the trip to Uganda in the spirit of rugby, are really enjoying themselves. Regardless of whether it is cold conditions or muddy conditions, they are having fun. And rugby is about having fun. After consultation with the touch judge, Sauda Adiru, the referee gives the penalty. This is a get out of jail card, and you could say at this point, Uganda, it's a do or die situation. Ivan Magomo finds touch just outside the Kenyan 22-meter area.
Okay, so again, this line must be secured. And again, Uganda must beat through the faces.
Yeah, definitely. Patience.
Had a great shift today. They've been
Patience is very key. Patience is very key. And Uhuru does as he is known to do, collects the ball. Asara to Kanyanya. Shem is trying to get his hands on the ball. The ball goes to the back line. Magomu, Desire Ayera, the young man. And Kenya trying to hold it up again. Amonde spearheading that. They are trying to kill the advantage. But Takla not rolling away while the referee was not giving a penalty. Maybe because the ball can be through the gaps, a very small gap. You
exactly short.
Andrew Amonde and Elkins Musonyi have been dominant at the breakdown.
That was a poor decision by Ivan. He should have let that ball go to the forwards to let them carry the ball instead of taking it in himself. They didn't expect him to take that ball in, so when they were not able to react fast enough.
Okay, react fast because support play is key. As we see Asuman Mugerwa, the captain, trying to tell his players, come and we play. It's never over. Down, not to look down. You would say that Uganda has lost so many Elgon Cups in the past few years, but this would really hurt because it was so close and they had the control of this game coming into this game in Kampala. The Kenyans are not in a hurry to take this line out, and right so, because
they're running down the clock.
Yeah, definitely. The Kenyan fans seem to have the referee's timer, so they have already ruled the game done.
Well taken line out by Kenya.
Amonde to Fidel, tackled by Daudi Semwani. Kenyans, all they need to do. This point.
If only Uganda can be patient. Because we still have a very long way to get to the final.
They need to be as careful as them. They wouldn't be able to take that side. Ronald Kanyanya going under the big man Elkins Musonye. It cannot be a mole when there are no Ugandan players. Knees on Jacob Oche. Still killing Uganda's chances. Jacob Oche with what should be the winner, taking the game.
Yes, I'm so excited.
So a mistake by Uganda has led to Kenya.
You could say a miss. The Uganda was saying that being held at them not taking
they had already bound on
and then they let go.
And then they release.
Yes, which
once you bind already and release, already a ball was formed.
So, yet it's safe to say that Kenya has regained the Elgon Cup.
Not regained, we have defended.
Oh, well, it's the same, regain and defend. It's still Jacob Oje, very, very big shift.
Yeah.
What do you guys have to say about Jacob Oje or anyone who has stood out for you from the Kenyan side? Possible contender for man of the match. He stepped out to kick in the points when needed, and he has scored the try that has put the dagger into Uganda's hearts. Ugandan players on the floor, inconsolable. And it's full time! And
Jacob puts away the game for the Kenyans, and it ends 5 Uganda, 16 Kenya.
second half performance from Uganda. No points on board.
Uganda were not ready to play the second half. They came in too defensively and just nothing seemed to work out right in attack. Small mistakes which cost them and ultimately led to the last try, which was the final name of the
Definitely, we talked about this. The mistakes, the team definitely suffer the more. And Uganda with so many knock-ons, especially. And they were unable. And the Kenyans, what a big shift. And definitely Jacob Ojay has been awarded man of the match with a point on board and that final try. They have come and they have delivered. They look at home, the Kenyans, and they get the result away from home. It's a game of 160 minutes over 2 legs, and it was never over. The Uganda just distraught. Maybe Edwin, we just have to look at something small for the Ugandan side. Do you think Adrian Casito and Philip Okorach has worked? Because it seems to have really taken they are not dummy runners apart from the centers who are not as lethal in attack as Philip Okorach. I think the coach will learn from this season going into the next games that we have this year, and we hope that Adrian Casito will not be sacrificed. He has had a good game, has had a good attacking game, he's defended well. Another for Daudi Semwami on the field. Took a big hit from Andrew Monde.
He was still in place of Masendi.
Kolo, what do you have to say about
Him standing in front of Masendi.
I think Semwami did very well for the few minutes he was on the ground, on the pitch, and again in Tsum he was very outstanding. He knows these players, the Kenyan players. He plays against them every week, every count. So I think the coach there made a very interesting call to put him on the bench.
Semwami tackled hard. He was gaining a lot of ground in attack. Much wrong. He did pretty well when he came on.
Run on ground that is not slippery. But the fact that first of all it was very muddy, that the ball was unable to get to them because I can count the number of times that Philip got the ball in my right hand.
And you know, that's another reason why, even if Philip was at 15, count the number of times Adrian got the ball, he rarely saw the ball either. It was a case of the ball really not moving to our dangerous players as it should have. So I don't really think that having Philip at 15 would have made much of a difference. I think the difference in this game was those mistakes. That played a huge part, and when you're chasing, you tend to panic and take very many efforts. Could have been more comfortable, and then the Kenyans would be chasing, uncomfortable, and winning. So it's all about that. And it's just on pitch putting a hard shift and did the best that they could. And it turned out to be a highly entertaining game of rugby, despite not so ideal pitch conditions. When your keeper isn't having a good day with the boots, then you do go for the line out. You know? I think the decisions that they made were the best that they could make under the circumstances, and if they had gone for the penalties, they might have still been missed anyway. So it's just one of those days. We're unlucky where our most reliable keeper in the country just did not have his kicking boots on today.
We're seeing Robert Sequia, the coach of Uganda, rallying and talking to his troops. What do you think is going through his mind, and what do you think he's telling them at this moment after losing
It's a tough one for any coach. Picking up your players, they put in a hard shift. I mean, everyone like threw their bodies on the line, worked so hard, and then to lose. As a coach, you yourself were feeling bad, but your first responsibility is to the players, lifting them, and there's still more games to go. There's the Victoria Cup, then there's the
I don't think
the
there's
Rugby
the
Africa
Victoria
Games.
Cup.
The Victoria Cup has been cancelled?
Yeah.
Alright, so there'll just be the Rugby Africa Games then. And so I think this is a good move forward. The big combinations tried out, and we've seen some good things as well. So this is good for the future games coming up. So I don't think the players should beat themselves up too much.
Uganda got it wrong to fail to score in the second half.
I think Uganda were again too desperate to score, and so they were making mistakes that they really shouldn't. The numerous knock-ons really killed us, forced offloads. Then again, like sort of people watching your teammate going into contact but not following up to run. And the Kenyans targeted the breakdown this time, and whereas in the first half we were successfully turning over the Kenyans, they were successfully turning us over in the second half. And so we were not able to really get any good momentum going forward.
Now, follow picture Paulo Dera, who is currently in Brazil right now. When he gets the news, what do you think Kenya has to do going forward from this game to make far progress in rugby?
I think he'll be very excited, and the good news, probably we're playing that it's going to rub off the boys, young boys in Brazil. They're playing against Brazil tonight at 1 a.m. So I think this win is going to motivate those young boys in Brazil and Coach Paulo Dera, and we hope we're going to have 3 teams winning today. Lioness have won, Simbas have won, Chippa, I believe we're going to win tonight.
What do you have to say about the enormous performance by Andrew Monde? He made a very vital turnover there on Ivan Magom, which changed the routine of the game.
I called it. I told him he's going to be a game changer. Andrew plays with heart, with passion, and gives 100% whatever he does. And we've seen today, this afternoon, he's been immense at the breakdown, very, very, very big carries. And actually, he went back to number 8 towards the end of the game, and he stabilized that scrum. And I think we were split between OJ and Amonde, who was going to be the man of the match.
They actually announced OJ as the man of the